Right, so I have returned once again today to actually deliver a stream of Golden Kamuy, the third season. Hopefully it does kick in any second now. Actually are good to go, and also actually are, I believe, by all accounts working as well. Like yesterday was kind of like, by the way, you've got no video, bro. I'm like, what? Anyway, yes, actually have returned actually episode 11 of season 3. Well, yeah, season 3. Episode 35 of the entire series overall, and oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. This is an episode. Oh god, this is gonna be an episode. When I read the title from last week's episode at the end, I was like, oh fuck. It's just one of those things. It's like, you remember certain parts of this manga, they just stick with you. You're like, yeah, this is one of them. This is one of them. I mean, I've been waiting to see this one animated because, oh boy, it's quite a doozy, but at the same time, god, I'm terrified. I'm fucking terrified right now. Oh! Well, I mean, to actually, resume last week's episode, we actually kind of saw the prison break complete with 2 cats, no less. Not just one, we had 2 cats. And yeah, I mean, we actually finally saw Sophia actually kind of reunite with Kyoranke. I say kind of, but actually didn't fully reunite with Kyoranke. So then saw the actual possible glimmer within Asido to actually kind of possibly know what's going on here. And then Ogata was like, oh, wait a second here. I've got an idea. I'm like, Ogata? Watching you, sunshine. Don't dare do anything stupid like last time. But as you can probably tell from the title episode, oh, it's gonna be quite the time to be alive, as they say. Oh man, I'm just here for Suda, to be honest. I'm just here for Suda. At least if by all accounts, at least I have Kenjiro Suda actually kind of soothe my pain. Man, that man, beautiful voice. Right, anyway, enough talking actually. Me postponing this whole episode because I'm just terrified. Let's get a show on the road. Let's start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this thing absolutely now. At least we actually got Shirashi and Sugimoto actually reuniting as well. That was nice. I like that a lot. He's my beautiful boy. I love him. If you ever look up like a good boy in a dictionary, you see Sugimoto's picture there because Sugimoto is just the goodest boy in the world. The change in emotion when he heard Ogata's name, I was like, sounds good. How are you surprised? He's Ogata, what do you expect? Oh man. Just so terrified. Ah! 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 Man, I want to go back to the arc where all the dudes were naked, okay? That was a good arc. Oh man. There was no fear. There was no fear in that whole entire arc. You're like, ah! Dudes be no clothes on. Dudes be no clothes on. Dudes have no clothes on. Alright. And then you were completely A-okay. And then now you just kind of like constant fear. Constant fear, my cat man. What are you doing, my dude? But yeah, I mean, trying to get away from the whole entire topic of the cat man. Yeah, last week's episode actually was really damn good. It was one of the episodes that really kind of brings catharsis to a lot of the things in this show, but also then kind of reunites a lot of characters together as well. It's kind of one of those episodes that was actually kind of really well done because of actually what it does in 3D. Because again, the entire time is like we've always been kind of learning about who Wilk actually is, and in relation to also Kyoranke as well, and also Sophia. It's actually kind of how it to meet like a kind of like a head in a way, like meet like a point. It's kind of cool. It kind of then it begins to unravel a lot of mysteries in the show. I mean, there's still a lot of mysteries still in the show to go, but it actually unravels some of them that actually is kind of cool. Don't give him that look, Ogata. Don't give him that look, okay? So terrified. He's not a good Catman this week. He's evil Catman. You fucking killed her father. You slime ball. I love you though. Oh, Suda, please have mercy upon my ears. Huh? We've actually kind of got catharsis with this whole entire plot point as well, to be honest. That's kind of cool. I really like Tsukushima's character. He's so goddamn good. This whole entire scenario is a very hot, rock and a hard place kind of scenario. It's a problem with that whole entire scene is the idea of actually saying, well, we can go back and tell them that you're actually alive, and actually then they'll be kind of at ease because they're kind of worrying the entire time. But then there's also the whole oh god damn it. I thought we had like a break for this whole entire scene. But then not knowing what also might be transpiring as well with her. man. Ogata's just like, fuck. Ogata's face just then was amazing. Just like, fuck. Just, he's like, oh shit. Oh shit. I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid. Oh my god. This isn't the catharsis I actually wanted. You could tell he learned a lot from Tsurumi though. That's the main thing with Ogata. You could tell actually he learned a lot from Tsurumi. As we already know with Tsurumi, he's quite the manipulator. It does also extend to Ogata as well. Oh my god. Suda. Kenjiro Suda, have mercy on me. Actually, I got to not so much because he actually has 8 more lives, but everyone else probably. Actually, I don't think so, Kyodanka. But Ogata has 8 more lives. That's actually the issue involved. He's used up one of them already, but he's got 8 left. Ooh. Hello, konbanwa, Genki Deska. And they finally lock eyes. They finally lock eyes, and also then one of them gets pushed into a goddamn ice. Honestly, that's actually quite a satisfying hit. I must be real. This not so much. Stop hurting my boy, Kiro. He just tried to hurt best ass in the entire anime. Oh, that's even more satisfying than fucking anime. Holy shit. That's even better. It's even better in the anime. Beautiful. Oh man. Oh man. Even better in the fucking anime. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. You slime ball. I still love you. Oh, this slime ball. This fucking slime ball. Man. Man. Fuck, man. It's just... A part of me is like, he does mean what he means, but he's also a slime ball for doing this. I must give props to our boy Suda though. God damn. Beautiful. Beautiful performance this week. They're holding hands. Ah! Caught in the lie. Caught in the lie. He's like, oh shit. At least in the flashbacks that Ogata and Sugimoto actually were holding hands though. At least we had that. Oh god. Oh man. Ah, fuck, it's so hot though. God damn it. God damn you, Ogata. It's not looking good in this goddamn scene, alright? It's against the rules. Man. His voice. Oh man. Suda, have mercy. Jesus. My ears may take so much, okay? Said so calmly as well. Said so calmly. Oh my god. This is the wrong time to turn full ASMR, okay? Wrong time. Any other time? Fine. I'm fine about it. Today? No. Oh. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh no. This scene again. And the smile. The smile. The smooch. We got the smooch. This whole entire seems to varies emotions every single second. I'm so happy they're back as a team, but holy shit, bro. Holy shit, man. I'm happy, but I'm also kind of like, holy shit, man. Ogata's just dying in the background. Just lost his eye for fuck's sake. He's just dying in the background. Everyone else is on heart to heart. At least we have eye patch Ogata now. He joins the ranks of like Majima from Yakuza. Also Mitsutada from Token Rambu as well. For pretty cool dudes with eye patches. Oh man. Imagine if Ogata died and the last thing he saw was everyone's getting pissed on. Imagine. Man. Ogata's a sleazeball, but I still love him. Man, I did always say don't ever like don't disregard Ogata's character because it does come back full circle later on. It did. I did always say. Always watch out for Ogata because he actually doesn't fully come full circle. Even if said circle also led to him losing an eye, but full circle nonetheless. I like this episode a lot as well. It's really good. A lot of varying emotions when it comes to Ogata, but it's good. I just want to go home and cry. Just want to cry. I could oh no. Oh no. Ogata's just kind of like, I'm dying over here, guys. I know I'm a dick and all, but I'm still dying over here. Can't hurt Tsukushima though. Can't hurt Tsukushima though. Koito's rage. Koito's rage. Buonissimo. Thank God for this. Thank God for the sale. Isn't it because the Koito's sword is literally like one of the most sharpest swords around to actually cut through anything pretty much? If I remember, or was it the other way around? It's something as well, because I remember them mentioning it in this chapter. Oh, fuck. Conveniently enough, a police car goes past as well. Conveniently enough. Well, there you go. The episode I most feared this whole entire season just happened. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't want to, much like Kishiba from Chainsaw Man, I pretend not to see. Oh man. Might as well get rid of these now. Let's get rid of these. He's betrayed me one last time now. He's gone. It's fine, I still got Sugimoto, it's okay. I still got Sugimoto and also got Tanigaki as well. I'm pretty safe. Though we do get eye patch Ogata now. That's the main thing. That's a takeover the whole entire episode. We have eye patch Ogata. And that's even better, to be honest. Lost his eye in the process, but still. Takushima's actually great. I do really like him. I like Koito as well. I like Koito's actual kind of like rage at that point, which is kind of But Suda, holy shit, that man, Oscar worthy. I would mount on my wall and be like, that's an episode. That's a fucking episode where a guy gave it his all. He really kind of embodied that whole entire character, because reading that was like, Ogata, what the fuck, man? What you doing here, lad? Stop it. Watching, I'm like, stop it, my dude, but Suda, please continue. That man's got a voice on him. I'm just like, I could listen to him talk about anything. He could read me the phone book. I would be there until to the end. I'd be like, sure, why not, lad? Gimme. I'll listen. I'll be there the whole entire time. I'm all ears. Man, oh man. Oh. Well, I'm actually like, I'm happy I've actually watched this episode, because I'm kind of like, it's the worst of Ogata's pretty much. Wait a minute. Maybe? Possibly? The worst of Ogata's actually now over? I can't remember. He's done so much shit this whole entire manga. I'm like, what's the worst thing he's done at this point? Probably that, to be honest. But the problem is, the entirety of Ogata's actual character came full circle, essentially. Him in that scene was basically, because you could tell when the episode in which you explored Yusaku's actual past and then subsequent death, you can tell when that whole entire like backstory was over, the look he actually gave Asidipa was that of the same he gave to Yusaku. He knew at that point that she's purity, essentially. She represents purity in that way, and he understands, well, in his delusion, that you can't live pure. Essentially, pure does not exist in this world. If you have a reason to kill, then you shouldn't feel guilty about it, in his own kind of philosophy. But the problem is, that whole entire idea is still kind of like, it's flawed in that way, because not everyone's exactly the same. People are different. That's what I don't think he doesn't actually kind of comprehend that idea, which again, as always kind of doing for say about Ogata's character, it goes back to his whole entire upbringing, and also then subsequent time with Surumi probably as well. All these things have shaped his character to become the person he is today, and that's the kind of problem. Like, in essence, possibly if everything was avoided with the whole thing with Yusaku, and actually then his actual upbringing, and actually maybe he had a better upbringing, who knows, there might have been a difference in his character. He might not have been the same person, because again, deep down he does have a heart, but it's clouded by the idea of actually what he believes, essentially. Everyone was really good this episode, I must admit. Everyone was amazing. And the problem is, in a way, Asidipa was the last person in the whole entire group technically hasn't killed anyone. So she's the only pure left in this whole entire world, so to speak. In a world that's actually full of war and everything like that, she's the only person there that's still kind of pure in that way. And he says, you're just like me, which isn't true at all. She's not. Though at the same time, we don't know what the events will actually lead her down, that maybe her perception of the whole entire world changes, and actually then her character changes as well. But currently at this point, she isn't like Ogata at all. She's pure. She's a sense of purity, but he can't understand that. He won't comprehend the idea, because he believes that you can in theory kill someone and actually not feel guilty about it. He was. Like, he strongly believes that you can actually kill someone without feeling remorse for it, without really realizing you can feel remorse, because you could tell he did as well. He's deluding himself in the way as well. That's the problem with Ogata. He's deluding himself in the process, because him saying, if you've got reason to kill, then panning back to what happened with Yusaku as well, you have no reason to feel guilty afterwards. But he failed to realize that he was feeling guilty about it, because you could tell he did, because why would then Yusaku actually kind of haunt him? Why would he be there? If he didn't feel guilty about it, why would Yusaku always appear in his actual kind of like, in that point at which he was ill? So at that point you can tell he's trying to shrug off everything. That's the problem with Ogata's character. He shrugs everything off to actually, he's playing the card of actually being a complete sociopath and actually kind of not caring about anyone else besides himself, utilizing people to his advantage, because he actually technically was in this episode, and also the entire series as a whole as well, because theoretically speaking, there's not been one single point in this whole entire anime where he hasn't used someone to his advantage. But at the same time, the problem is with him, he shrugs everything off. He doesn't want to acknowledge that he does have that emotion. And then the actual nail in the coffin was when he actually got an arrow to the eye, because that was the point at which he might have actually almost died, and actually then proved his point correct, which actually would have been probably the worst outcome. But then Sugimoto actually just swooped in and actually saved the day in the end, because he understands that he doesn't want her to kind of fall into the same pit that he's in, because in a way you lose who you were beforehand. That point, because as he says, you change as a person after that point. You're not the same person you were before. You're completely different, and it's actually kind of evident within Ogata's character as well that he's a different person after he killed someone. So in a way, Sugimoto actually saving the day was a good thing, that was the best thing to do possible. In a way, not in a way, totally, because then it kind of keeps the purity within Osiripa and actually doesn't change who she is, because he fears if she kills someone, then she changes completely, and then she's in the same point as everyone else is, because at that point she has nothing left that actually was her in a way. That purity as well is kind of hers, and actually hers alone. He doesn't want to see that tainted in a way. So in a way, as I always say, Sugimoto's a very good boy, because he does in theory actually care about her a lot, you can tell. He doesn't want her to fall into the same pit he's in, and actually then everyone else subsequently is as well, because as we know what war has done to everyone, and actually then subsequently also outside of war, but the idea of actually fighting for what you want to fight for as well. All these things kind of constitute, actually kind of create characters that have seen a lot, experienced a lot, and actually then you understand that they don't want the same person, they don't want to see other people fall into that same pit as well. But Ogata doesn't want that. He wants everyone else to be the same as him, because he believes that, yeah, you can do it and actually not feel remorse. But it's a lie, because he does feel remorse. That's the problem. He doesn't want to acknowledge that. But again, I do find Ogata's actual character endlessly fascinating. That's the problem. Like, his character is really just, oh, it's so good. That's why I always say, you could hate the man's guts, because I wouldn't call you out for saying you hate Ogata's character. Like Ogata's character's guts, because it's valid to actually hate the dude. He's an absolute dick. That's the problem. He's my dick, but he's an absolute dick. But at the same time, his whole entire character is so fascinating to actually kind of see unravel, because he's one of those characters that just has so much going on that he's not the typical antagonist. He's not really an antagonist either. He's not really anything like that. He's just a person who's deluded. Which I'm guessing is kind of very. It's a varying thing with what goes on with a lot of the characters in the show as well. The idea of delusion, or actually what they believe in, and actually what it might lead them to. Thank you so much. I'm actually glad you actually enjoyed it. I actually hope you enjoyed the episode as much as I did, but I didn't really enjoy it. I'm still depressed. But alas, it was still good. It was still good. But yeah. It's probably one of the episodes I was most fearing, also most looking forward to, besides the whole entire Surumi twist as well, because this whole entire chapter was so goddamn revolutionary in the way it kind of unraveled Ogata's character, and subsequently also kind of destroyed him as well. But at the same time, as I always say, do not write off Ogata's character. He's not one of those characters that will always say that he's not a one-trick pony, so to speak. He's a character that actually has a lot more depth than your average person. And I kind of like him because of it more than anything. If you hate his guts, I understand. But at the same time, you actually understand why he's the way he is. Though at the same time, I also understand that he isn't who he says he is either. He's one of those people that won't acknowledge the flaws he has. Actually, then tries to fix them. He tries to make people think he is. He makes people believe that he is, but he's not. He's a manipulator, much like Surumi actually kind of is as well. We've seen Surumi and actually how he manipulates people, so you understand where it came from. But at the same time, he's not one of those characters that I don't believe will have. He might have a redemption arc later on. I'm just hoping he does. But at the same time, probably not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. But man, oh man, that was episode 11. So I believe we're actually heading into the final episode of the whole entire season now. Hopefully, season 4 comes out soon enough, because goddamn, it will be quite a doozy of a season, I must say. God, just gonna go lie down in the corner and cry for a bit. So yeah, that is me done for today. So as always, ご視聴ありがとうございます。僕の動画を面白いと思ったら、いいねやチャンネル登録をお願いします。So as always, if you actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream and doing free, leave a like because indeed it's made quite a bit. If you have then enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, then doing free, leave a sub as well because both do help me quite a lot. If you have then enjoyed this whole entire stream and doing free, follow me on Twitter or join Discord as well because both do help me quite a lot and both will then tell you when these streams go live and any other streams I do as well. But until next time, with the 5th episode of Season 3 of Golden Kamuy, see you guys then.